Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru, Tyra Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is June the 3rd, and I wanted to get on and talk to you about something that's been on my mind for a while. I'm like down to the wire talking to you about this. And this is all about Taurus. Venus is in Taurus. Taurus is one of Venus's signs. So Venus is at home in Taurus. Venus is giving us in Taurus. Let's see here. Jupiter is in Sagittarius, its home sign. Saturn is in Capricorn, its home sign. Neptune is in Pisces, its home sign. Gemini, actually on today, is in its home sign of Gemini. No. Yeah. It's in Gemini. Mercury is in Gemini as we speak. We have all these planets that are in their home signs. So it's like we really and truly need to maximize having this kind of energy. Even with planets being retrograde, they're in their home sign, you know? So it's just, to me, such a good time. And Venus in Taurus is, to me, very, very giving. You know, Taurus is a manifesting sign. As much as people dog out Taurus, Taurus is how we get stuff done, okay? It has sticking power. It has staying power. It is one of the earth signs. The earth signs are here to materially manifest. And so when we have positive energy in earth signs, we truly need to take advantage of it. And so Venus being in Taurus is awesome. The moon being in Taurus is awesome, you know, but the moon just kind of comes and goes. So this is our opportunity with Venus being in Taurus to really maximize what that's about. And the thing I want to focus on in this video is taking the time to establish what we value, because that is what Taurus is about. It's about our values. And what I know is that what we value is what we're going to spend our time on. What we value is going to guide our actions. It is truly a guiding light in our lives. And what we need to be clear about is delineating what we say we value and seeing that manifest in our lives. Because so many of us will say, I want A, B, C. But when we really look at what we're focused on, when we look at what we are thinking about, today the moon is in Gemini. And so, you know, Gemini is in Mercury. It's all about our thoughts. When the moon is in Gemini, you know, we have to think about, you know, what are our thoughts focused on? Our actions, our you know, our mind. We have to really pay attention to our ashe. I talked about that in the Gemini new moon video. You know, our personal ashe. What are we investing this in? Is it lining up with what we say we value? And it may be that we need to reassess what we say we value. So, you know, a hard lesson that I have learned is differentiating what the world has told me is a value versus what I really value. And that takes time to really unpack what the world is giving to you. This is so important. We have to unpack what the world has given to us and said, oh, this is important to you. Well, I need to question everything I think is valuable. Like, this is what I'm striving for. This is what I want. This means so much to me. I have to really see, is that really what I want? Or have I adopted what the world says? This is what is of value, of worth. And so I remember being a girl. My mama, she liked big houses. She always wanted a big house. My mama actually had a nice size house. My mama's house was bigger than the house I lived in. But, we knew other people who had houses that were bigger. And, it's just this thing from back in the day. You got to have a certain kind of car, a certain kind of house, all that kind of good stuff. I was one that revered my mother. Oh my God, I love my mama so much. I wanted to be my mama. So I was like, okay, mama said she wants a big house. So I want a big house. And one day I started saying to myself, you know what? Actually, I value trees, I value land, and though I value human beings having a place to stay, I'm like, can we just have enough room to be comfortable? If you need a little extra big house because you have a lot of extra guests, okay. But why do I need a big house if I don't really want a big house? That was something that was hard for me because this is a society. I live in a place where big houses abound. Folks love big houses, and I don't have a big house. And I remember the day I woke up and said, that's not me. I'm a mini size person. I like little cars and I don't like big houses. I like just enough. Okay, just enough. With this weight loss thing, there's this huge value on having a certain look, being a certain size, all that kind of good stuff. And so I'm being humbled. I am being humbled. My body is like, you value looking a certain way and being a certain size. I actually value being healthy. And so I'm going to make you value being healthy because I'm not going to lose this weight super quick just so you can go back to your bad habits. And so, I mean, seriously, for the first time in my life, I used to say it and I really did mean it. I've always valued being healthy, but my actions weren't always lined up with it. When I'm sneaking and getting chocolate bars, when I'm saying I'm trying to lose weight, because I'm binging on the chocolate bars. I'm just being 100. Y'all know I'm transparent. Okay? So when I was at my worst, I would say, oh, I need to go to the store and get so-and-so. And I'd get me a chocolate bar. I'd have little things that I would sneak so my family wouldn't see what I was eating because they knew I was trying to lose weight. But I was just so addicted to sugar. I was like, I just need my sugar. I'm so sad. I'm so depressed, But on the outside, I'd be telling the world, oh, y'all know what? We need to eat healthy. We need to do this and we need to exercise. And my weight, I'm like, okay, I've been trying to, say I'm healthy, but my weight is indicating something else is going on. So I now have been humbled to that place of I literally do value being healthy because I know what it's like to feel crappy, and I would rather be big and feel good than to be thin and feel crappy. So my values have shifted regarding my health, okay? So it's time for us to get real. Whatever we say we value, do we really value it, okay? And if we do, our life should be lining up with what we say we value. We need to make sure that we're not playing some type of trick on ourselves. The other thing is this time with Venus being in Taurus, which is going to be until late on, we'll say 9:36 p.m. Eastern time on June 8th. So we just have a little bit more time. While Venus is still in Taurus, it is time for us to say, this is what I value. We just need to delineate it, freaking get it clear, okay? Because we need to be making sure that whatever we're doing is leading us to where we want to go. So we're mid-year. We still got to get through June to get through the full 6 months. We're mid-year from... I'm sure most of us had something new that we set in January. we're 3 months out from March if your new year is the equinox. And so this is a time for us to really be looking at, am I headed in the right direction? Because my thing is, y'all, I've spent so many years saying there were goals that I wanted and didn't achieve them. Got close, made progress, but I just feel like I'm sidetracked so much. And that's because I'm not taking the time to really hold myself accountable with what I say I value and what I say I want. And so we need to write it down. We need to write down what we say we value. And whatever we say we value, we need to write down how we're going to make sure we're keeping ourselves lined up with the things that are important to us. And when we see we're doing something that is not lined up with our values, and it may not necessarily be that it's bad, it's just you're wasting your time over here, then we can say, you know what? I said I was going to do A, B, C, and D. So going back to this health situation, every time I feel like I don't want to go on a walk, walking is boring, I will tell myself, now you said you value health. When you value health, you don't walk because it's fun. You walk because you value health and you've been told walking is very, very good for you. Not only have you been told that, you've experienced the benefits of walking, Maybe you need to set up some values regarding relationships. Let's see here. For Aries, it might have something to do with money. I'm just going to give like general categories, not really going into depth. It might have something to do with money or your self-worth, your own personal self-worth. You really and truly need to get your life in alignment. The things you're doing show you value yourself and you value your money. For Taurus, you need to show you value you, your body, your life. Your values should be lining up with you, yourself, okay? So that's just an example for Taurus. For Gemini, your values you may need to get some values lined up regarding spirituality or the ability to renew yourself, and maybe traveling. For Cancer, it would be you need to do more or get some values lined up with your ability to make money, to make gains, to achieve the things that you want, sort of like everything I've been talking about, as well as friends. Like, you really value friends, but maybe you need to make sure that you have friends that value you too. For Leo, this would be regarding career. It would be regarding, what you're known for, your reputation, your status. Are your values lined up in the area when it comes to career? Are you working in alignment with what you say you value regarding your career? It could be you're not working on your career like you said you would, or you have the values there, go for it. For Virgo, it could be that you really and truly need to get some values established regarding learning something big, learning something new. You want to have something regarding belief system. Your belief system needs to be upgraded in some kind of way. And it's a reflection of what you say you actually value. Because, sometimes you might have mama and them religion. And it just does not line up with what you say you want or what you believe, what's really on the inside of you. Or it could be you really want to travel, but you haven't made that a priority, For Libra, This for you has to do with other people's money and resources. You know, something that I think about for me when it comes to this kind of thing is like, am I valuing a pool of money? So I'm married. Let me say it this way. Am I valuing what my husband is bringing to the table? Am I taking advantage of this? Or, you know, what are your values regarding getting loans and all that kind of good stuff, working with other people's money? This is according to the house system. I just sort of started jumping into this thing. But also for Libra, you know, you definitely need to understand that a transformation is needed for you regarding your values. But Libra and Taurus in general, like, have a natural knack. If you are Libra or Taurus rising, you have a lot of Libra or Taurus energy, you have a lot of knack for really understanding what to value, you know? And so that's something that Libra needs to stand by. You know, you'll be transformed even the more living in alignment with what you say you value. You know, Scorpio, you really value relationships, but are you taking advantage of your relationships? If you really value relationships, then you should be making sure you're in relationships that are worthy of your time and attention. All right. So, yeah, I'll stick with that. With Sagittarius, you know, you need to value your health. You really need to take care of your health and your lifestyle, your daily routines. That will bring you a lot. Really placing a high amount of value on all of that. So that's important for you. And also the workplace, you know, having some true values regarding your work, your business, the people who you, you know, manage. If you're a leader of some sort, you really and truly want to establish some, like, what are your true values regarding the workplace, okay? You got a lot to deal with, Sagittarius. For Capricorn, this is your 5th house. So, you know, do you really value your children? And if you do, it should, or the children in your life. Maybe you did not give birth, but you are connected to a lot of children. You know, your life should be showing you value this. You know, do you value your creative faculty? Are you just squandering it? You know, if you say, because this is Capricorn, oh, I don't feel creative. I don't buy that, Capricorn. Your 5th house is Taurus. Taurus is super creative. It's ruled by Venus. And that's, the 5th house is about natural creativity, natural genius, and all that kind of good stuff. So, you know, Capricorn, come on. And maybe you need to get out dating a little bit, or freshen up your love life with your significant other. So that's an area that specifically you can focus on, Capricorn. And for Aquarius, it's about home and family. You know, do you really, is your life showing that you value your family? You know, maybe there's some new things that you need to value about your family, because families change, you know, the children get older or whatever. And so it takes on a whole new meaning. So that's important for you, Aquarius. Also, you need to really look at, you know, your emotional body, and you need to value your emotional body. Aquarius can be a little bit aloof. And so it might be time for Aquarius to set up some values regarding the emotional body and doing something about that. And for Pisces, this is the 3rd house. Pisces, this is about your mind. You know, do you really value your mind? Are you spending too much time getting away? I can speak on Pisces, all right, because I'm a Pisces sun. Are you spending too much time wasting your time? You know, I'm just getting away. I'm just out there in the Vesuvius or whatever, you know. You need to set up some values regarding your mind. Value your mind, Pisces. I know Pisces is otherworldly, but, you know, you have Taurus on the 3rd house. You can really get anchored in your mind. Pisces. You really can. You can really and truly value having a mind that can be grounded and keep you grounded, because there are so many times when Pisces is in their creative space, in their imaginative space, and what you're wanting to do is to anchor this high level of creativity of Pisces into Taurus so that you can actually manifest it. So I didn't even plan on going through the houses, but if what I said with the houses, you're like, I don't even know what she's talking about, don't even worry about it. Just know we all need to be setting up some values and really solidifying them before Venus moves out of Taurus, so that we can, that's another path to success for the rest of this year, leading into next year. It's a big deal, everybody. And it's a good time to get anchored because, I made another video that I'll release eventually on this Cancerian season coming up. All of the Mercury retrogrades are in water signs. The thing that's going to make this one a big doozy is that there's going to be not just Mercury retrograde, but eclipses are going to happen during that time. And so it's so important for us to be anchored right now. And I feel like working with the energy of Venus and Taurus is a way for us to get ourselves grounded before all of the watery emotion takes us away. So I hope that this is helpful to you all. This is being released first to you, Inner Circle members. Thank you all so much for being a part of the Inner Circle. And then after a few days, this is coming out to you, to those of you who are here in YouTube world. I really appreciate you. Thank you to all of you tried and true YouTube members, followers, and welcome to all of the new subscribers. I really hope that this wisdom is helpful to you all. And I'm just looking forward to hearing about all of your success, because now you're going to be so grounded in your values, nothing is going to stop you. Hey, y'all, believe in this Taurus energy. It is such good manifesting energy. And let's get some stuff manifesting. This is Tyra Omilade, your goddess guru. Please join me on Patreon. I have a $5 level. $5. And there's things that I post there that I do not post anyplace else. There's only for, or those things are only for those members who are in the Inner Circle. So y'all, $5. Join me in the $5 level. If you need a reading, you can go to goddessbodymindspirit.com and go to the spiritual readings page. I would love to divine on your behalf, give you some guidance for this year. Thank you all. Love you all. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.